Hello, hello. Welcome to this new moon of Leo. So, this moon happens here in Lisbon time exactly on August 16th at 38 minutes past 10 a.m. So, we have the sun and the moon together in Leo. That's the new moon in Leo. And then it's conjunct, of course, with Venus, which is retrograding already. Um, and it's squaring Uranus. So it brings a little bit of the same energy that we lived in the past full moon in Aquarius, because Uranus is the ruler for Aquarius. So it still has this activation going on. So, and Uranus brings this disruption or the need for an update or for some kind of revolution or some kind of also, yeah, it brings the topic of freedom and of social responsibility. So about my role in the community and how do I fit in or how do I serve the community. I prefer serving the community rather than fitting in, and especially having the sun and the moon in Leo, it's even more important to to establish some kind of difference between belonging and serving with who I am, rather than just fitting in for the sake of belonging. We spoke about that in the past full moon, and of course, this brings again this kind of highlights of how do I feel free of being exactly who I am, of being authentic, um, while belonging to a community, while serving a community. So this brings again some kind of self inquiry about how am I still not how do I not feel free, or when, or whereabout do I not feel free, or when exactly that happens, or where in my life do I feel that I don't have the freedom to express myself authentically. And at the same time, we can still go a little bit further and analyze or question ourselves about where do I not allow myself to be authentic, or where do I not where do I limit my own freedom of being authentic. So where am I castrating or limiting my genuine expression or creative expression? So this is kind of again that kind of push of understanding where that's not happening, and of course it's also important to acknowledge where I am already free, where I am already authentic. How do I feel that? How do I feel? So in medical astrology, Leo represents the heart. So where do I feel that I'm also aligned with what my heart needs, and how do I feel that physically speaking? So this is a lot of what this new moon is requiring, of course, and we have Venus going through Leo. So again, revisiting everything that is related to partnerships or to my relationship to money or to my self worth, to the way that I express myself creatively, of course, in a partnership or in groups, let's say, as well, in friendships. And where do I need to seek for more freedom, or to actually acknowledge that I'm already free and that I can express myself authentically or not? Of course, this can be felt, and usually a square with Uranus brings some kind of urgency and some kind of need for things to happen immediately, and or this kind of, maybe not immediately, but to see things happening differently. So maybe this can bring a little bit of frustration, of course, if things are not moving accordingly to my expectations. Um, but at the same time, this square with Uranus can, of course, bring the push forward. So it can also bring a lot of breakthroughs of topics that have been like going on, but not moving forward. So this can bring some kind of breakthrough as well that can help for the future. And this breakthroughs or this kind of surprises, or it can happen internally, or they can come from the outside world and bring some kind of unexpected situation that helps us revisit or do this kind of self-inquiry and push us in that direction. Also, we have a grand trine of the earth signs here. So we have the elements that are mostly present in this new moon are the fire and the earth elements. And of course, here in the northern hemisphere, we have summertime, so it's very in sync. It's very aligned with what's happening, with what we all can feel. But this, of course, it has also this earth sign, so this need for grounding. And we are just moving towards the sign of Virgo, where we already have Mars and Mercury together. And Mars and Mercury together in Virgo, of course, they bring the need for some kind of action and some kind of movement or communication or expression that is methodical, that is organized, that is focused on the details to make things happen on a detail level. So having this push can help a lot with whatever ritual, with whatever habits do you need to set in place to make things happen in your life, to manifest something. Then this is the time, because we have these two together. It's in an opposition with Neptune on the other side in Pisces, so it can bring also this the opposition and the extreme of wanting things to go according to my dreams or to my fantasies, and focusing a lot on what is that I wanted to happen or that I'm dreaming of, but not actually moving towards. And here we can actually come to a middle ground. So yes, I can dream big, I can fantasize, but I also know that I have to make them happen. I also know that I have to dedicate myself to put them in action. And I need to organize myself, and I need some kind of structure that actually helps me to set that in place. This is how ideally this will go. It doesn't mean it goes this way, because most of the times oppositions I felt like either I'm one of the sides or on the other, so I cannot actually reach balance. But this is the invite, is like, if you're dreaming too much, then remember that is about creating some kind of ritual or routines actions, or like very small and simple tasks that actually enable you to make that happen. Or on the opposite side, if you're just too focused on the details and on making things happen, you can actually lose sight of what you are actually trying to accomplish, and just being too focused on what's not happening, or on the critical side of Virgo, basically, and the perfectionist, and of what's not happening and what's not actually according to your dreams and so on. So this is about bringing them together. And of course, we have this grand trine with Uranus in Taurus and Pluto in Capricorn. So having Uranus pushing us to the breakthroughs, to the innovation point of that relationship to what I'm able to do, my capacities or my abilities, and then also Pluto in Capricorn, like bringing this focus on deeper focus on what exactly needs to change in a fundamental structure on the fundamentals that actually can improve or can be improved and innovated and then translated into small steps and simple steps so that I can actually make my dream come true. So this is a very straightforward kind of energy in this new moon. So for me, this is like very straightforward and very simple, not simplistic or not necessarily basic in the negative perspective of it, but it's rather simple. It's rather just coming back to what to the center, to the core. Leo, it's bringing ourselves to the core and to the most simple things in life, and to like just returning to what's simple, to what's observing a little bit more of nature and understanding the cycles and understanding how we make things work and taking things slow as well, despite having this Uranus in Taurus, bringing a little bit of this speed or the emergency to the table. Also, we have Venus coming to an applying aspect with Jupiter again. It's the second square of Venus and Jupiter. So again, there is going to happen a third round of this in September. So maybe now you're just dealing again with some kind of expectations towards Venus, the topics of Venus. So again, about indulging, about partnerships, about my self-worth, of how do I value myself, or how do I sense, not how do I sense, but how am I seeking for attention or trying to control or trying to putting myself too much out there so that I can receive the validation that I'm expecting or that I need because I don't give it to myself. So the topics of insecurity, of self-confidence, of self-love, basically, those can be again highlighted by this square with Jupiter. Of course, Jupiter is a benefic, so it can also bring this optimistic side, but it can also bring this kind of unmet expectations towards what I would like to have and what I don't have. And of course, this brings, it just reminded me, it brings, of course, the topic of gratitude, of what I actually already have. And when unbalanced, the unsatisfaction becomes bigger than the gratitude. So it's about to balance this two. And because, of course, a little bit of unsatisfaction can also be healthy to keep us moving. Maybe it's not unsatisfaction, that's the correct the correct term here, but a little bit of this willingness to go further or to explore further can also be healthy. But when it's unbalanced, then it creates that kind of sensation that I'm never where I would like to be, or something like this. So Again, this is very simple. It's returning to the fundamental things in life, to the core things in life. So I hope you take the best out of it, and we'll see each other again in the end of this month, because we have two full moons happening on the month of August. So the next one will be on the 31st, but it's going to be already a full moon in Pisces, so with the sun in Virgo already. So that's why I'm saying that we are just about to enter the Virgo season. So it's about being simple and returning to the simple life. So enjoy, make the best of it, and we'll see each other soon.